Hi everybody, welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Minecraft. This is CamdenBoats, and I have smoke coming out of my head. It's on fire. Oh. No, it's my miners. They're just mining away, but you know what? I never find any materials in those chests that I didn't mine myself, so I don't know who's down there causing all the pollution in my Minecraft world. Okay, that's crazy. So, I worked really hard and made some thumbnails for my videos. Don't they look nice? Not really. I did do them myself, and I'm surprised that actually they turned out as well as they did. I'm not exactly an electronic guru, I guess you could say. Not into the digital stuff. But I thought they turned out alright. Also, I'm now verified on YouTube, so no longer do I have to worry about stupid 15-minute videos. We will just record our little hearts out. I do want to maintain the videos around 20 to 30 minutes. Any longer than that, and I think people start losing interest. At least I know I do when I watch the thousands of YouTube videos that I've watched. So we'll try to keep it around 20 minutes, and if it goes a little longer, no big deal, but definitely don't want to go over 30 minutes. Let me show you really quick. I added spruce wood into our building, the town hall rather. I think it looks pretty good. Gives it a little more color. There was a lot of the gray in here. I think it looks pretty darn good, and I think the only thing I would like to add maybe is a banner, but I'm horrible, like I said, at that type of stuff, so I will probably wait until somebody else makes me a banner. Maybe one of you awesome people out there that are really good with art and GFX or whatever, maybe one of you will suggest a banner for me and give me a recipe on how to make it. And it would be doing a really nice citizen-like charity. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. This. I also put the log in here. I was going to do stone, but again, thought too much gray. And look, it's still attached. I'm sorry, I'm a little goofy today. I don't know. My sleep pattern is off or something. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm excited for what we're going to do today. We're going to build roads. Yeah, I want to finish up this road here. I already dug it out. I've got all the materials I need, I think. I think I've got enough. Should have plenty to get all the way out there, right here, where it'll end. And that'll be the last road around our wall. All the gates will be connected after we finish this road. I'm going to go ahead and go to sleep. One thing that will be different now that I can record longer than 15, or upload longer than 15-minute videos, I won't do as much editing. So as long as the content's okay, we will go ahead and just do it. Just go until or go as is, rather, unedited. And I'm putting way too much of this stuff in here. So I want to thank all you guys for all the nice comments. Don't have my shovel on me. The comments and the tweets, the likes. I'm really glad everybody's enjoying the videos. I'm glad I can entertain you guys or inspire you guys, because that's really one of the main reasons I'm doing this. Is I wanted to share what I was doing. So I appreciate your input. Anyway, I just wanted to give it another thank you. I know I did it last video, but I don't know. It's new to me, you know. I'm happy that things are coming along. You know, I'm seeing some progress, I guess. It always makes it a little more fun when you know that people are watching. And like I said, I have fun anyway doing this stuff. You know, I'm doing this a little bit different than I normally do. I normally will lay out my blocks. So, like, I don't use very much coarse dirt or grass blocks in the center. So those two blocks, I will usually go along my path and lay them out in sporadic places. And then I will go back and I will lay some gravel out. And then I'll lay some stone out. And then I'll lay my cobblestone out. I'm kind of just going along as I go. I'm just making sure that it doesn't look too... See, so we're missing possibly some grass places. So let's put... I got 3 grass blocks. Let's put some grass. And then my paths are usually almost always, for main paths like this, 3 blocks will be solid. Maybe some grass sporadically, maybe some coarse dirt sporadically. And then each outside block for number 4 and 5 will be sporadic different blocks, between grass, stone, gravel, and whatnot. For smaller paths, I might only do 2 blocks wide, and have it be sporadic on the 3rd and 4th maybe. So anyway, just to give you an idea, maybe inspire you on some roads. I like my roads to be different blocks. I like them to look like they're worn and whatnot. I mean, this, I guess if we were doing a modern city build or something like that, then it would be a little different. But all my builds, I pretty much use the same process for my roads, and I like it. I think it really looks good. So let me do this right, because I don't want to keep using the same, or I don't want to forget about the blocks that I don't use a lot of, but I do include them into my build. And then on like the end of the road, I'll use more. And this coarse dirt is awesome. I mean, the coarse dirt has really helped in the development of these roads. I'm not going to need that, I don't think. So that was a great addition. But at the end of a road where it's really worn, because people still might travel this way, but the main road is done, I always use just gravel and dirt, and then towards the main end I'll use more coarse stuff also, but I'll include maybe cobblestone, you know, to make it look like it was part of the road, but it's breaking up. So that's kind of the look. And you know, if it doesn't look right, when we go back to add number 4 and 5 row, or number 1 and number 5 rows, it'll come in a little better. It'll, you know, through here I'll probably leave it this way. leave it to 3 blocks. But anyway, that's a little insight into how I figure these out. So then we'll just go through, and I didn't grab my grass blocks. Now I don't always place just the grass blocks on the center, but typically on the main roads I will keep them in the center, because on the number 5 and number 1, I guess I did right here. Typically I don't do that. Typically the 3 blocks, I keep the grass in the center, because number 1 and number 5 will already have grass blocks, so I don't want to overdo the grass, because if it's a pathway, you know, people aren't going to do that. But also you can play it as when travelers have wagons or whatever, and they've got the 2 wheels or the 4 wheels, depending on how big the wagon is. They're not going to run over this center strip, right? So typically your center strip will be the grass block. Anyway, that's how I do it. Okay, so I think other than grass, which I don't know, I might want to add a couple more, which is real easy because we have a Silk Touch shovel, which I forgot about. I was going to go back and get some. Now I don't like to put them near the coarse dirt because I think that's too much. But that's probably enough for now, unless we see something different. This looks good. The only thing it might be missing is some coarse dirt. Now coarse dirt, I don't care which block. I don't want to use stone. I don't really care which block the coarse dirt's on. That's a nice thing about that. Okay, that looks good. Yep. Alright. So let's go lay the gravel. And the gravel is probably the most used block in my roads, and it's just because it's got that in-between look of rock or stone. Okay, I don't want to do that. And dirt, which is why the coarse dirt is also nice, because it's a little more grainy looking than regular dirt. It's darker, you know, so it really helps to, I guess, pop out and look different. Okay, and you don't want to have big, huge chunks, or at least I don't like having big, huge chunks of the same property. Now, here we are on a hill, so the difference here being, I typically do not place gravel or dirt or grass on the top step. It'll always be the stone or a cobblestone. And the reason is because you figure if it's a step, it's not worn. Grass will tend to, with rain and whatnot, and dirt, obviously, it'll go down. Gravel defies gravity, so it would slope typically. So that's usually how I do it. And then I just add in the slabs, and you can lay them out however you want. I like mixing it. I don't like keeping it the same all the way across. Alright, we're back, and I'm running out of, where's my food? So let me know if you like these types of videos where I'm doing some of the layman work or whatever, the busy work. In my previous videos I wouldn't include them in the video, but that was because I had a limited amount of time and I didn't want to. Dang it! That's all right. I didn't want to waste time in my video on something like this. But where we've got more time, it might be interesting to you guys. I don't know. And I'll try to, you know, edit out any parts where there's dead time, where we're not really talking, or where I'm not really talking. I guess you're not talking, but alright. So now we'll do cobble in the rest. Cobble, probably the second most used block that I use in the roads, and that's because it's in abundance. I mean, every time I go mining or caving, well, maybe not so much, well, yeah, even caving, I typically have the most, that's the most block that I acquire. Alright. So now we go back through and just make sure that it's mixed up a little bit and it doesn't look too blocky. Looks pretty good. Okay, so the next thing will be to go and do the number 1 and 5 rows. This takes a little bit more, I don't want to say thought, but it takes a little more randomness. You don't want to overthink. So we're done up to the stairs on this side, and actually even this side pretty much. So what I typically will do is I'll start on one side, and sometimes it's 2, sometimes it's 1. You don't want to overthink this, because if you overthink it, then it will not look good. Well, and you'll see when I go back and not mark, but when I go back and bone meal these areas, you'll see that. Okay, so see right here already. Okay, just don't want it to be chunky. So usually I will go through, and if I notice it looks like I'm gonna have too much, then I'll change it out. Okay. And that's okay. Oop. Now you can even incorporate the coarse dirt if you want. That also is okay, as long as it's not overdone. The coarse dirt you don't want overdone unless it's an area like over here. You know, it's a work area or whatever, and so it's got lots of traveling in and out. I will incorporate a little more of the dirt. See, even through here, yeah, it's alright. But through here, maybe it's a little much. I don't know. It looks alright. But usually, yeah, I don't put too much coarse dirt in the road, just enough to give it a little bit different texture. Okay, and I didn't finish doing this, so let's go ahead and do that. And these should be very sporadic. So if you do 1, 2s, that's pretty much what I do. I do not overdo it. Okay. And you'll see when we come back and bone meal, and some of the grass gets on here, like I said, I don't like it to be, I don't make sure that each block has grass. But if some gets in there, it kind of pops it out a little bit. Makes it look a little overrun. I never, on anywhere in the center 3 though, I never put the grass, or bone meal rather. Okay, now we'll go to this side, which we've already done up to there. I also typically don't go more than 2 Now, obviously, if it accidentally does, that's fine. And then on the intersections, I typically will take both corners out, just because people don't typically go straight out and then turn. They take a curve. So that's usually what I will do. And then I usually will always put either coarse dirt or gravel, something that's worn, because it's not, part of the road necessarily. It's just because people have traveled over it. Okay. Let's go ahead and take that out and put gravel. Yeah, there we go. It's amazing because of the different color tint on these two blocks. It really pops it out a little bit. All right, so that is the road. We can go back and just make sure it flows. It looks pretty good. And so now I will go back and get bone meal. What I will do, and actually we'll go ahead and do it now, I will just sporadically, it doesn't have to be super thick, I just like, I like vegetation more than no vegetation. And like I said, it doesn't have to be everywhere. Now, the one thing with around the buildings, okay, so that's it. That is our road. But you see how it makes it look more worn when you've actually got grass growing and vegetation. And I usually leave them, however it ends up, but if it's overdone like that, the taller stuff, you don't need a lot of the tall grass. Some is good, but not that much stuff. It also, I don't like too much of it because creepers tend to sneak up on you a lot easier that way. So now with this, let's go ahead and put our tree in. I don't want it too close to the wall because our villagers. I didn't think about the bell tower. I don't want the bell tower to have this tree. We might not put a tree in here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to think about that, guys. I don't want the tree to be the same height, and spruce trees can get pretty tall. So I'll have to think about that, but we can do the bushes. And usually what I like to do with bushes is corners. Great. Well, I do got this. And we're not going to have enough, but that's typically what I like to do. And again, you do them really sporadic. Don't think about it too much. Just know what your height limit is on your brush and how wide you want them to be. Sometimes you do want them just a 2-pillar bush or whatever, but on corners, typically, that's what I'll do. I'll make them bigger. And then around the building, usually what I do is I just hit the edges of the buildings. So what will happen is we'll go back and we'll remove some of this so that you do have some just flat plain grass. just to give it some nice look around your building. But other than that, like I said, I like having grass. So now we can incorporate a path in here too. I don't know if I'm going to though. I kind of think I like the way this is. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna leave it as is. This is our entrance anyway. I don't know why somebody would need to walk around out here. So the tree. Let's go ahead and try it. Wow, that got short and fat, didn't it? Yeah. It looks alright though, right? Gives it... Yeah, it looks good. We'll keep it. So I think that's going to do it for today, guys. In the next episode, we will probably work on the marketplace, so on the other side of the wall. I will have to clear out some buildings there, but I want to really start trading with the villagers. I've got a bunch of tradable items, and I would like to start doing that. So we'll probably work on the marketplace. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Please don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. I had fun doing this pathway with you guys. Again, comment if you enjoyed the episode. If you didn't enjoy watching me build a road and plant vegetation and everything, let me know that too, okay? Because I definitely want this to be entertaining for you guys, and if you're not interested in that type of stuff, then that's fine. I did want to kind of showcase how I do my roads, just maybe to give somebody some inspiration on how to do some roads or pathways, but it won't be a normal thing that I will show in my videos. Anyway, until next time, see you, bye.